guys, and welcome to the video. So today's video is super exciting, and it's going to be all about the tests I'm going to be getting done with Medichecks. So I'm going to break it down for you, show you what the process is, and you're going to come with me and get the test done too, okay? So essentially, if you've never heard of Medichecks, this is kind of what their logo looks like. They are a company that provide an extensive range of health tests, anything you can kind of think of, all privately done, okay? So you don't have to worry about getting referrals from your doctors, you don't have to worry about waiting to get tests done or this and that, okay? So you simply go on, you order your test, you get the kit sent to you, and you get it done. I think it's phenomenal. I got this done first when I was back in London. I was having a few health issues and I wanted to get some stuff done to find out what was going on, quite simply. And it was so quick, efficient, and easy that I couldn't rate it high enough. So I reached out to Medichecks personally, and I'm now able to offer you guys a 10% off code for any tests on the website, absolutely anything that's on the website. I'm gonna put it across the screen now. It's elliot.hasoon 10, I believe, but it'll be on the screen throughout the rest of this video, okay? And it's genuinely because I believe in the company and I think they're fantastic. However, this isn't a paid video, this isn't a sponsored video, but you've got that 10% code to use, and I think it's incredible, to be honest. So without further ado, so quite simply, the process is you order your test online, you go onto medichecks.co.uk, the link will be in the description box below, and then you go to whatever test you find you need, whether it's like a hormone related test, vitamin and mineral test, food allergy test, whatever it is, and you pick that. Once you've done that, you'll get your testing kit sent to you. I'm gonna open this up in a minute. Then from there, so you've got two options, right? You can either take your own blood, you can do it from a finger prick, and you just put it in a tube, you like literally squeeze, wipe, squeeze, wipe. I don't like that process personally. I think it sounds a bit messy. So what I do is I opt for the partner clinics. So they work with a bunch of clinics like spotted around the UK, like pretty much everywhere. Like when I was in London, there was one very easy accessible, there's ones in Oxford and now Cheltenham as well, and they're literally just spotted around the UK, and I don't believe they're gonna be much further than like 10 miles out, especially if you're in a relatively, if you're not out in the sticks somewhere. You basically pay a little extra, and you go to one of their partner clinics and get your blood drawn there by just a doctor who's trained to do that through the conventional method through your inner elbow, right? So that's what you can do, which is exactly what I'm gonna do, because like I said, I don't like the process of getting it done like that. But yeah, you take the testing kit with you, you go to the partner clinic. Luckily, a lot of them, including this one and the one I went to in London, are walk-in clinics. So you literally just turn up within the opening hours, say I'm here for a blood test with Medichecks, and then you're in, you're out, it's done. So you take that kit and then you send it off, you package it up and send it off, and then your results get uploaded online. So it literally takes, I think the turnaround is like 3 days, no longer than that. So you have an option to have like a doctor review your results and then give you kind of things that flagged up and what they would do about it, whether it's worth retesting in a few months, etc. Or you can just say upload them as soon as they're ready, and then that's usually going to be about 2 days. I usually opt for the doctor's thing because A, it's free, and B, it's just an extra day to wait, if that, on your tests. And that's all uploaded online, you have the account. So again, it's super private, super convenient, super quick and easy, and that's why I absolutely love this. And I feel like if you're in the health and fitness world, it's good to know what's going on. Some of you may not see the value in this, but I can't see like why it would be something that you wouldn't do, especially if you're really concerned about your health, whether it's just checking if things are all running smoothly, which is great, or if you've got an underlying condition or a condition in the past that you've had that you want to monitor, or if you come out like of an intensive prep or an intense diet, then it's really worth knowing what's going on. So I'm actually getting quite a few tests done. So I'm getting this Wellman Ultravit, which I'm going to talk to you about, but I get a couple other done. So I've got another testing kit that looks just like this. It's going to be a lot of blood taken today, and I'm also doing a Cortisol Saliva test as well. So I might put that at the end of this video if the video is not too long, which I'll put the time on the screen now if you're interested in that specifically, or I will put it in a separate video, but I will let you know on the screen just now. So opening up the testing kit, looks like this, okay? That's exactly what it looks like. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna open this up. I think you just literally hand this over to the doctors and then it's good to go. So you have your tubes. There's quite a lot of tubes. I think I've got 5 tubes. I hope I don't have to fill all of those up with blood. Anyway, and then essentially what you've got is all the stuff that the people are gonna need. You've got a sample, you've got a form here saying exactly what the test is about and where you're meant to go. So actually, this one, I was stupid and registered it for Oxford, but they managed to change it. So they've got the hospital on here. Look here below. So yeah, it just says lab test, Wellman Ultravit, and then it's got my details above there as well. It's got my name and my age and stuff like that. So that is what the testing kits look like. Pretty much just gonna rock up to the clinic. You're gonna give this to them, and I'm pretty sure they just deal with it then, and then you are then left in charge to send it off. It's a little bit different. In London, when I went, the kit was there, and they sent it off for me, so it was a little bit easier, but it's not too bad anyway. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you guys with me, and I'm gonna tell them that I'm making this video as like a Medichecks guide. So I'm gonna like film the entire process, and I will tell you a little story about my history of blood tests on the way as well. So I'll catch you guys in a bit. Please ignore this toothpaste that's on my jumper too. Anyway, talk to you soon. So I think I'm lost. I have no idea where I'm going.
Well, it would be good if you faint.
I know, it will, yeah. I could put it on the title.
Right.
So guys, during this clip here, what the lady and I were just discussing is that I was telling her my story, and she was saying how it'd be great if that happened for the camera. So long story short, I actually used to pass out all of the time when I had blood tests. I had no idea why the first time, and then it kind of comes back to when I was a kid. I had surgery once. They put a drip in my hand, and like blood went everywhere. It was like a junior doctor, and she had a nightmare, right? And I'd never been bothered by it, and I never thought I was. And then like 4 or 5 years later, I went to a blood test, and I woke up on a bed, and they were like, "You passed out," and I was like, "What?" And then a few weeks later, or months later, I actually went with an ex-girlfriend to get her blood test done. And she was getting her blood test done, and then I was stood up, and then I ended up passing out again. And it was just a problem I had to deal with for a few years. But considering how many I've had this year, it's like not a problem anymore. And as you see today, it's absolutely fine. But I thought it would be a funny story to share with you all. But successful now, so we're good. Okay guys, so that was super successful. They let me film in there as well, which was awesome. As you saw, there was like 5 vials taken, so they give me the vials back. I didn't realize how much blood I had to get drawn. I think for the Wellman Ultravit, I think there is only 2, but I had other things to test as well, so I had 3. Just gonna open this up again. So they literally take that much of each. Hey, we've all had blood tests before, I know what it looks like, but it's weird to have your own blood. Usually they just take it. So now pretty much just put them in the envelope that they give you, and then I'd literally just drop it in a post box, I think, and then so that's that. Easy. I just got to find a post box, put it on. You meant to do it the same day that the blood gets taken, and then we're good to go. Shout out to her, the lady who took my blood at Cheltenham General Hospital. She was a star. Okay guys, so I mentioned that I was going to show you the cortisol tests as well. I would have either put this at the end of the blood test video, or this will be a standalone video. Regardless, this is what it looks like. So it comes in this little pack here, okay? And then you get this little pack, and within it, you've got 4 tubes, okay? So I'm doing the 4 times a day test. You can actually do 6, or you can get it done via blood, but saliva is the most accurate because you can take it at different points in the day, because your cortisol should be different at different times of the day. It should be quite high towards the morning and mid-morning. Yeah, 12 o'clock is the second one, and then it should be a little bit lower towards the end because of you're getting ready to sleep effectively. So it should be like get up and go, spike, and then it should kind of start to get a little bit lower, okay? I had some issues with mine, which is why I'm getting it retested. I had pretty much flatlined cortisol the first 2 readings, and then they were just kind of a little bit high on the high side. So my cortisol was way off. So cortisol isn't bad, but the wrong amount in the wrong times can really wreak havoc on your health, and a long story, but yeah, so which is why it's good to get it tested. So I'm getting mine tested today. So I'm going to show you on the screen exactly what I did. So I woke up at like 6:30 this morning, and I got my first test done, and I put it in this tube. It's nice and attractive. You're going to see it on the screen now. You just kind of chew the swab, so you get like a bunch of saliva on it, and you just kind of spit it back into the tube. And then what you do is you put the date, put the time that you did it, and it already has your name on it. They've misspelled my name, actually. They put 2 S's in my surname. But yeah, they put the time on it, and then that is that. Then you put it back in your little thing like here. And then when it comes to 12 o'clock, it's actually 11 at the moment, 11 a.m. So then I'll do the next one. And then I've got one to do at 4 p.m, then one to do just prior to going to bed tonight as well, okay? And once that's sorted, I get my kit out here. The instructions are here as well if you need them. It's pretty self-explanatory. So you put this form in, which would say cortisol saliva test and where it's going. And then you have this little package here. And you're gonna, I think it's already got like, this thing is free post, so you don't have to put a stamp on it or anything. And when I'm done with this tonight, whack it in there, send it off, and then it's on its way as well, okay? So that's exactly how you do the cortisol ones. Not too complicated, very, very easy. A lot easier than blood tests. So if that's something you wanna get done, that's exactly how you do. Super, super simple. Any saliva tests are 10 times easier than bloods as well, because you can do it at the comfort of your own home, and very, very easy. So I'm gonna continue with these, and then I'll catch up with you a little bit later. So guys, it's evening time now, and I just want to close out the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was useful for some of you, especially if you didn't know like this was an option, or if you were considering using Medichecks, and I hope this gave you some insight into what it's like. If you have any further questions, comment down below, or feel free to email me. In terms of the discount code, it will be valid for practically forever, I hope, and it will always be in the description box below of any video I do now moving forward, okay? So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you've just come across this video and not come across any others, take a watch of those. Subscribe if you haven't, I'd greatly appreciate that. And then hopefully I'll see you in the next couple of videos very soon.